Last episode, we built a warehouse, and it's working great. But there is one small problem. We can't actually get the packages from the warehouse to the shops. Today, we're fixing that by building a fully functioning delivery van using the Create mod. Because what's the point of having a warehouse if we still have to manually restock the shops? Welcome back to Just Create. Before we get started, consider subscribing and leaving a like. It helps a ton and keeps you up to date with all my new videos. And before we get started with our delivery system, I want to build a new shop with Throwlash. And Throwlash has actually been so kind and I think gathered up all the blocks we need to make the farm for this, except a few chains. So that's my job. And I think if I just pop in here, grab a couple of diamonds real quick, we can just buy a few stacks of this. Really shouldn't need that many. Perfect. Let's just gotta let me out. And off we go to meet up with Throwlash as we've got a Froglight farm to build. Oh, ouch, ouch. You got bushes up here, man.
Hey, be careful up there.
Jeez.
I'm coming to you, don't worry. Hello? Hi.
Hi. I heard you had materials ready.
I have stuff. The only thing I don't have ready is these.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like that's the next stage. Should we just build the farm first and then deal with that?
Yeah.
Into the nether?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to follow your lead because I don't know where there's a delta. So.
Well, neither do I. That's Beardy's portal over there. So there should be a basalt delta this way. All right, let's just find a spot that's hopefully big enough for this. Because I have built these in the past where, well, yeah, I built them half in nether waste.
Oh, whoops.
Hey, wait, how is he there? What?
He's going to get real angry with me here in a second. But why, sir? Why are you here?
Is he named?
No.
Where is he spawned? What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well, this is where we gotta build the farm. So, oh, he had a gold sword on him, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, well, right about here, hopefully.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna plop these down. Boop, boop, bam.
So, with our spot on the nether roof found, me and Throwlash set to work building up a very vanilla design of a Froglight farm with the classic plus shape one with iron golems in the middle.
Let's see. We were talking about a cyberpunk-ish design for a build, right?
Yes. I feel like a cyberpunk-y shop can fit with the Froglights. Sounds like we have a good idea for the actual shop of this, but we do have to finish up the farm because we did forget a few rails. So there's nothing to pick up any items just yet. And while arguably more important, there's no frogs. Back in the overworld, let's just hop here up to Throwlash's lab and pick up 9 plus 3. So we get 12 tadpoles. And before heading back, we'll just grab some gold, redstone dust, and sticks with some levers if we have. We only need a few more than that. So let's get that gold smelted up and we'll grab a couple of mine carts as well while we wait for that. Got a bit of obsidian with me as well. Crafted down the powered rails. Let's just get those in first of all. Oh wait, I need hopper minecarts, not regular minecarts. Smart stamp. Smart. Gonna go and get some of that then in a second. Wonder, is that enough? Yes, it is. Perfect. Then we'll just roll levers down the back here. And I guess I get the minecarts. Can't believe I forgot that I needed hopper minecarts and not just regular ones. Final one of those. And everything except the frogs are now in. Which means, well, it's time to start growing up some frogs then. And I think what I'm going to do is just make a nether portal underneath here. Though I do need some slabs to not get any ghasts to spawn on those. Hopping through, hopefully. Oh, okay. But we're in a cold ocean, which actually spawns temperate frogs. Right. Because why would it make sense, you know? Oh, let's see. Let's move this up to the surface, see if we see any other biomes nearby. Ocean. Let's just swim. Okay, well, that has to spawn the cold variants. It's actually a very perfect portal then. Got 2 boxes set up here now with 4 tadpoles each, one in each biome now, just off to find a warm one. This is actually the portal to the end, and I think it's located in a savanna, which is a warm biome. So let's just set up a little pond here, and then I've just gotta wait. 1,000 years later. I think I'm hearing the first. Yep, all of these are grown up. Now I just need to get them into the portal. I'm sure we just do something like this. I'm sure they just wander right in, right? Not jump out. So we can just lead these up and then drag them on through. Oh, where did the last guy go? Oh, did he jump out? I'm just gonna hope that he went through. Oh, yep, he did. Now just to get you guys away from the portal a little bit so that you don't go through again. Not on top of it. Come back down. I think we're missing a green guy, as I think there's only 3 of them in there, but I'm actually not sure. And I went through the portal again, couldn't find him. I'm sure, yeah, I have actually no idea where he went. Let's see if we can get this running though. If we fly on up to the AFK platform and look on down. Oh, things are definitely jumping into the center. And it looks like the frogs are flocking. working. Okay, we've got a couple of them in there now. We can check the vault. Do need to sort out an output for it, but we'll do that once we have the shop up and running, as I don't think I actually need this today. Yes, we have all 3 frog lights. Perfect. Oh, that's great. These are really so simple to build. It's a little annoying getting the frogs in there, but let's be honest with carry on. It's not that hard. But with that up and running, we can get started on today's actual project. And we'll get back to building the shop a little later. And we actually need to build another shop as well because, well, I've been promising trees to the server members and they're getting a little annoyed over not having any trees just yet. So we need to set up the tree shop as well. Next up, we've got to set up the roads for the delivery vans. First, to get vans from the warehouse over into the shopping district. And well, we have 2 options. Either we go underground and we go underneath the train tracks, but that's a little boring. And if we just fly up here to, well, Chosen's Mall as a little viewpoint, there is already a lot of tuff here. So I figure we just make the road turn and we'll go across the tracks. A little more annoying to set up, but we'll figure it out. And then we'll just connect it over there and do a little bit of terraforming. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. So let's just grab a bunch of stone blocks. Actually, this is going to be pretty ineffective. We'll grab one of those and one of those. Bring out our stone first of all. And I think we're just going to extend off of this corner here and go off in this direction. And then we'll just get a layer of stone underneath this, or at least on the edges. Maybe we don't actually need to cover the entire thing. And then we'll just start extending these out, connecting up with stone, reaching out from the train tracks before coming back in with the road mixture of deep slate to create the road itself. And I swear it's always raining, but we've got the road in on this side as well. Not across the tracks just yet, but this is a great start. Before we continue, I need to head off and find Beardy as he just hopped online. As I need a little bit of help. Oh, wow, he's done a lot. And also just power all over the place. Beardy? Oh my god, he has so many farms. I don't know if he's here though. Everything is also not spinning.
Thought so, you.
Hi.
Hello. We did. Yeah, it's all turned off at the moment.
Yeah, well, yeah, I saw that. You've been busy though. Oh, that's the leverage return and everything. Okay. Anyways,
yeah, that turns everything on.
Oh, well, I need some help.
Right. What's up?
It has to do with the delivery system at spawn. I've never built any vans.
I'm side of it at the moment, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never built any like vans and stuff traveling around on roads. Do you have any? Do I need to think about something like for the turns and like all that stuff?
So, where to begin? So, underneath the shopping district is already hollow, which is good.
Which is good.
So, essentially, what you want to do is you want to lay your tracks like underground, and then you'll have your bogey sitting on top of that,
and then a glass pane.
Then you have your glass panes going up, and then you connect it to the thing. Like, just treat it like a train, like as if you're doing. It's exactly like you're doing a train layout, except you can't see where it's going. Just make sure you got all your signals in, and you should be fine.
So just train yard underground. Okay.
Yeah, basically, it's just an underground train line. That's all it is. But instead of having trains running underground, you just have them connected to poles that then run around on the ground. You know what makes the whole thing easier, though?
Yeah, steam rails.
Yeah, steam rails.
I mean,
apparently
do you know? Oh yeah, I've heard. Do you know what would be really annoying? Me setting this up today, and then like next week or something, they release it, and we have to.
That would.
We could have just.
That would, but it'll be a great comparison as to why we've added steam and rails. So technically, not a bad thing.
Yay! So back here, how many we have 7 train tracks. Okay, right, let's grab a bit of stone then, and some iron. Down in the basement of this building, I have my track machine. Just throw the stone right in here, and then craft these into ingots. And this is actually usually pretty full. We'll just put that right there, and we even have a lot of tracks just laying around. So we'll just grab that, and, well, let that make up more of them for whoever made these tracks. I feel like we're gonna need a lot of temporary building blocks and train tracks. We also have to do a lot of terraforming as the track is currently flying, but future stuff. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we're gonna go, I think, on this block here and do a rail and have it roughly this wide. Like, I guess we could move it in one more block, but we might get a little tight when they pass each other with just having one block. So we'll do this. Now, I did do a bit of testing and I had the rails really close to the surface, but I think we're gonna do this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, 7 and 8. Yeah, I think this height will be good for us. And then it's just about making trains. All right, well, let's connect up the straight bits. That's the easy part. Okay, got the first piece of straight track here leading down to the other end of the street. But I really want to get this first corner in just so that I know how to do it so that I can set up all of the other ones. I wonder if we just do this and not smooth it. Does that work? Oh, we might be cutting it a little close. And I wonder, will I even be able to connect this up to this? I will. Okay. So if we do that though, that looks to be inside. I'm sure that'll be fine. We could always sort it out if it's not fine. Connect the outside one up right to this guy. Yeah, maybe we do need to smooth them out a little bit, but it's fine. We'll get him in now and then we'll try it out later. Hopefully works though. But before we can test it, I want to get in the rest of the rails connecting all of the current roads up, or at least the main circle, not going up towards the courthouse just yet. Got this entire section figured all out now. I think hopefully works. I do want to get a test delivery van built up soon, but before that I need to just head over here and we need to place down the beacon because I got a little bit of digging to do. Just place... Wait, that's my truck. Oops. There we go. That's more like it. And power up. And we can get to digging. Perfect. Bunch of space cleared out here now for the parking lot that's above this. But I think it's time for us to get a van built, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to figure out all these tracks. Already gone and got a few resources towards that. And let's start out with the first layer, where I think this will be our middle point, extending deep slate slabs out 30 blocks either side. Then tough and coal blocks for our wheels. We could use the grindstones, but I think they'd be a little too skinny for this. One final thing that I'd like to do is just put 2 of these for some registration plates. And actually, if you have any suggestions on what we could put the registration plate, that'd be awesome, because I do have a registration plate for my truck with toolboxes, which is just these numbers. It would be cool to have one for this as well. But let's work on the front of the car here. We're doing a bit of crimson, as I definitely want to use some red for this. And I should have a bunch of copycat trap doors that I'd like to put here on the sides. Fit in a blaze burner here in the middle, and those 2 on the side there are so that we can put schedules on this guy. At the back, we'll do a portable storage interface and a barrel so that it can actually transport something. Won't be able to transport too much, but I mean 27 packages is actually a fair amount of items. Let's see. Let's get in a folding door where we can bring in some stripped spruce wood into that. No, it's not stripped spruce wood. Mangrove wood. Then using this as a trim block around the sides. Do a couple of these. And then roof, maybe some pressure plates is what I'm thinking. And then copycat panels along with a trap door so that I can actually drive this by hand, mainly for the testing period, but it's still a nice thing to have. Might as well add in a little skylight for it, and then a few more copycat panels, a few of those bits, and that. Looking a little empty here without any windows though. So we'll do light gray and then some red here in the corners with some pressure plates on top of them to look like the side bits of the front window, but you can still kind of see out of them. There is where we get in. We put a ladder on the side of the barrel, and we can put a little seat for me so that I can come down here and actually drive it myself. And then there is just one final thing that I'd like to do, and that is to get some crimson here on the side, as I think it's very red at the moment. Or well, it is very red, and crimson is also reddish, but this should just break the colors up a little bit. And then we can put a few signs up here as well, and we can put some text on those. Again, if you have any suggestions for that, I'd really appreciate it, because I don't know what to write on the side. But some text with some glow lichen could be really fun. And let's see. Yeah, it's fine. It'd probably be easier to access when these are not blocks. But we shouldn't assemble and disassemble this one too much. So let's bring out our glue, and we'll try to do this in as few glue bits as possible. This is actually a few more than I wanted, but it's fine. Perfect. Everything glued together. Now we just have to hook this up to the system underneath. And for that, we have some light gray stained glass panes, some train tracks hopefully in here, and we'll just go right underneath this guy. Get this in. Train station. Create new train. Bogey here. Connect this guy up. Remove those blocks. Then we glue and we assemble. Okay, looks like it worked. Oh, nope, nope, not in here. I want to be in my seat. Can do that. And yep, everything's definitely moving. Perfect. And I need help. Honestly, I'm a little lost. I won't lie, but I think it's working. I mean, I hope it's working. I need more train stations though, so that I can actually make them turn around easily. But I can at least add in these again. I feel like the only way though to fully know if this is working, because there are far too many tracks in here for me to be able to make sure that everything is connected. I kind of just need to, well, we'll figure it out as it goes, right? I just need to claim a parking lot myself. Hopefully there's not too many collisions when there's actually full of trucks, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I think this one will be mine. So I'm going to name this WH Stamio Parking. Then for this one to work, yeah, I'm already lost. Huh, I should have set up the train stations while I was setting up the tracks. Oh boy. One eternity later. Okay, I think I managed to get the first 2 stations in. Let me just find a hole. What I want to try and figure out is the sequence of events that has to happen for my van to park. So I'm going to try that. Okay. Nope. I'm going to try to connect those 2 right there. Oh, okay. Well, that works. And then, okay. How does that look on the surface? Wait. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's repeating. Okay, yeah, okay, that works actually. Okay, that's good. That's a start. Now we have to figure out how to get it to go and back into there. I've simplified it all a lot, and instead of them backing into the slots now, driving out, then backing into the warehouse, they just drive into the slots, and it's a little simpler down here. It's still a mess, but it's better than before, and it works. That's the important part. It works. It looks a little bad in places, but it's fine. It's fine. It works. I'm going a little insane. I've spent like 2 hours on just that bit. I don't really want to look at this right now. We do still have to figure out the train schedule bits, but hopefully that's not too much work. So let's go build something. Really should build and not look at train tracks in a basement. And back at the workshop, I've actually already done a bunch of material gathering for this first shop, but I do need a few more things as, oh, I don't have any cherry saplings. So I wonder if I actually have cherry on second thought, but I don't have it in my warehouse. It's over where I usually shop wood. I don't think I've used cherry just yet, so either it's here or we gotta go fly to a biome, and it's not here. Right. Quickly just restock up on rockets and let's fly off. I think there's one off in this direction. Oh, yep, here it is. Hopefully I brought... Yes, I did. Should be able to just pretty quickly gather up all of the wood we need. See if we craft this down, creates us nearly a stack. Perfect. Back home we go. Then before we can get to building, we got to pop into the nether as we are building a froglight shop. Well, the exterior of one. Throwlash is handling the interior. So I've already built some shop interiors. But of course, we need froglights for the froglight shop to display something. Let's see. Ooh, Throwlash has been here. Oh, I forgot a funnel. Ah, right. Here we go. Put that on there. Oh, no, I don't want the rails. Don't care about the glass. Well, I'll keep the leads. I need one of those, and perfect, one of those. Move the resources up here, and let's grab some deep slate bits and a bit of tuff. Taking this deep slate to start off the first floor of the froglight shop. That will also be the actual store. After a few details on the front, moving up to the second, bringing out a purple palette for the second floor of the cyberpunk build with a few froglights to fit the style and what we sell. For the third and final floor, going for a brick mix with a couple of plants and a little balcony. Finally, finishing it off with a ring of froglights surrounding mud and some roof detail bits to finish it off. And my second shop in the shopping district is in. Or well, I don't know if maybe 2 of those counts as mine as well. Not really sure, but I really like it. It's been a good while since I built the cyberpunk style. And with the copycat blocks, you can get some really fun colors and details in here, which I really like. I know Throwlash wanted to build something here on the edge, and I've let him know that this is finished so that he can sort the interior, and we can actually start selling this. On the opposite side, though, I want to build my own shop, because I think it's time we start selling some trees. But we'll get to that in a little bit, as we need to hook up the delivery system to the rocket shop first of all. Which actually, speaking of the rocket shop, have we made any sales? Oh, we definitely have. Are we still in stock? block. Yes, we are. So with the building out of the way, we've got to fix up the final bits of this. And I mean, we've got maybe a little bit of detailing to do, but might wait for the steam rail semaphores for that. For now, though, we need to get this to deliver things from here to the rocket shop. So let's grab my third train schedule and into the shopping district we go, where Thorlash has now even built up a little shop next to ours. We'll hop into this guy and do have to fix that, but we'll start heading towards the shopping district. This is also going to be very bouncy. Then I think what we will do is it will take a first left and then go up the street and take a right. We'll just remove this dirt block here temporarily and hop underneath, where we can go off in this direction for a couple of blocks. So maybe around this point where we go this way. All right, let's get some tracks on this. Up into the van again, and let's see if it starts turning. Okay, we can remove a bit of the sidewalk, and that should make it in, and it should round the next corner nicely as well. And oh, hit the trash pile there. Could actually just extend that out maybe 2 more blocks. Okay, got it changed slightly. Then it now turns here, can go forward. We'll then just go a little diagonally, and we'll drive through that currently, and then out to the main street again. Did it just move that? Oh, all right, well, it works. We can do a loop at least. Whee! Right, let's get my truck set up next to this. And do I have train stations? I do have one. Perfect. So what we can do in like the back corner here is if we just dig ourselves down, we can have a little easier way to get up and down from down here. We'll just set this up right here. I don't think it really matters exactly where it is. Train station. And then I've got post boxes in here. We take that on that guy. We head on upstairs. And let's see. Where do we put this? I mean, maybe just over here. Then if we just set up a belt going across right there, and ooh, maybe we're a little tight on space actually. What we need to do is we need to have a packager going into there, and yeah, I guess that works, although I would like this to have a bit of a temporary storage, so maybe we do something like this instead and move this one block. Okay, there we go. Now packages should arrive in there, go into this vault, and then into the storage. I've gone and got the copper pot here, and I think we're ready to try the system out. Should be able to just stop right over here. That will go out. Package travels along. Oh, and it even picks up gunpowder. Perfect. But anyways, this should carry on along this line in here. I mean, it's clearly going somewhere. Quick. Gotta run over here to make sure. Come on. Yes. Ding. And then for now, we just do that. It's set to retrieve package. It will back itself on in there. Pick the package up. Probably add a little weight to that if we can. And it's off. Probably gonna have to limit its speed a little bit as well. But just following along with it. Let's see. Should take this first turn here. And it does. Quickly. Run through here. We should see it arrive. And if we quickly run upstairs, we see a package go into it. That's amazing. It works. It works. I have just delivered something to the shop. Ooh. More diamonds. But that's not important. We have just delivered something from all the way over at the village to the shop here. Oh, that's amazing. And it even opened us up the back. Oh, this is great. Ooh, and Beardy has just popped on. I say we show it to him. Also, this should go back. Oh no, I turned looping off. Now this should travel back to the station at least. Right, means I gotta go get a package, and the fastest way to do that is definitely just to fly over there and grab one myself. Though, I would deliver the gunpowder as well. Gunpowder just dropped off. I think I picked up a few more packages of rockets, and back towards spawn we go to hopefully meet up with Beardy. Hi Beardy.
Hello.
Just arriving with some new rockets.
Nice. I see a new road.
Yes. New road.
And a new van.
And a new van. Hold up. Let me just park this up. keep your eyes peeled on the little frog lights, the frog ports up above. There we go. Right, into the station. They should arrive, and then you should just, if you wait here for a second, they should go down my bed. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, here they are.
And then they'll just go right in there. And do you want to see something?
Yes.
Through this trapdoor here.
Magic trapdoors. Yep. Yes, excellent.
Look at my beautiful track laying.
Oh my days.
It was worse. I've already redone it once.
This bit doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, no, some of them are just... I've ended up just not removing anything because easier that way. Anyways, yeah, do you want to see the van in action? Not look at my mess?
Yes.
This is the fun bit.
Oh, this is the fun bit.
Are you ready to fly out the hole that's over here? Because it is pretty fast.
Oh, Okay.
Just get up. Yeah, you get up there. I'll send it up for now. Obviously meant to be automated, but there we go.
Oh, it's just crashed into an anvil and a shulker box.
Oh yeah, don't mind those.
Okay, yeah.
Picks up the packages.
Pulled up. Yeah. Oh, and he's off.
And he's off. I need to fix the hills, but that's fine.
Yeah, they always take a bit of tweaking. Have you got signals in so that he won't go across the yard when there's trains?
Not yet. Not yet. I will set it up. But that turns in front of our shops. Then we head into the alley.
Oh, he's going down here.
And he will park up and he will deliver the boxes into my shop. And I mean, you could probably use the same train station if you want to.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
With front ports, yeah.
And what's the range on post boxes?
Like 32 blocks. So if you have it back here,
wow.
you could technically they're bringing out the packages, moving them into the back, and you know.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. Waits here for a few seconds.
Here as well. Is this yours?
Yeah. Yeah, this is mine. This is my my toolbox
your toolbox truck.
Yeah.
Oh, he's off.
And then he's off back to it again. And whenever there's more packages, he'll go off and get those.
Nice. Although it does appear he's scraped a poster off the side of exits.
They tend to move apparently.
Yeah, they get they're entities, so they get like shoved around. Nice one. That's really good timing as well, because I'm currently working on the pickup system at my end. So,
nice.
Very slowly. I'm slowly making progress. I've noticed there's a lot of new buildings around here. Are any of them yours?
And I'm actually about to go get some materials to build like 2 more.
Thank you very much for showing me the delivery system.
Yep.
I think I have an idea of how it works.
Yeah, just let me know if you need help.
I'll ask you if I get stuck.
Yes.
But yeah, hopefully I'll be using it in the next couple of episodes, I'd imagine.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, ow. I started sleeping by accident.
Okay, I'm watching you sleep now. This is just weird. See ya.
But like I was telling Beardy, I want to build the tree shop now. And we need to get some materials. For this, I've got a 22-page long list of materials to gather. So let's first of all head out to the plains biome to get some woods gathered up, chopping down a bit of everything and crafting it down into the blocks I need. Before going back to the workshop, quickly also chopping down a few warp trees. Got a bunch of extra logs I want to strip down, so stopping by the mechanical saw to get that done. And wait, I have a clipboard with materials. I can just, yep. Oh, 79 items. I don't mind if I do. Got all those items moved over to the schematic cannon. So let's just do a material check. And 10 pages of items left. Well, that's going to speed this up a lot. And yes, I want to use the schematic cannon. So I don't really care about any other order of anything in my boxes. So spending the next hour just gathering up everything missing on the list. We now have a ton of resources laying about and a few extra bits for an interior. So if we just head on over here and get ourselves maybe 32 gunpowder, I think it's time to do a bit of building. Well, I'm not doing the building because we've done a lot today, and it's a decently sized building, and I really wanted to get it in because I want to start selling trees. So let's just do that. Since I am using the schematic cannon, it is just going through this entire apartment building I want to add into the shopping district with my shops on the first or second floor. I've not really used the cannon yet before this on the SMP, but setting up all the logic and doing all the testing has taken quite a while, and I don't want to drag out on this episode. So this was, in my opinion, the best way to get this built today. And I've got to say, it's looking really good. This is a style which I've definitely never used before, but I really like it. We've got 2 apartment complexes with shops on the first floor, well, second floor if you don't count the street level, as it's sort of a raced area. Then I added in this walk bridge, as I have future plans to build in a shop right over on this side, but that will sell, and that's a future plan. So we'll get back to that, but up at the top over there, you have a couple of birds flying away from the roof. You got some smoke coming out of the chimneys, and even if we head around the back, I've also done some detailing here where you got a new section extending up, and probably have to do some changes to Throwlash's fire escape here, which is looking really good. That's super smart, actually. That's what I should have done, is I just used copycat panels over on this side for some. Now on the inside here, there are a few just dividing walls, and this is where we're gonna set up the tree shop. So why don't we start with the counter area, and we'll get that in right here. Then we can maybe use some spruce trap doors on this side just to block that off into a little more private area. And I used girders over in the rocket shop for some like supporting bits, and I figured we could do something similar here but with some mud brick instead. Then I've just added in 2 signs here and a barrel for the pickup, and we'll do a hopper, just run that up into the roof, lime seed, and a stock ticker next to that. Can I link? I can. Okay. As well, I've just realized that we don't have a lot of of space to put on actual things to buy in here, as this is going to be a showroom. And for the showroom, I was thinking something like this, with a few more saplings and details thrown in. What I'm thinking is for these lecterns is we're gonna have albums from the exposure mod, which I think works in lecterns, and basically you can open it up and you can sift through a bunch of pictures instead of me having to build a giant showroom underground or something to show off all the trees. But then comes the issue of us needing a place to actually sell these. Well, why don't we just punch through the wall into this space? As well, I was gonna use this for something else originally, but well, we don't have the space to not utilize it. So we'll just throw in a product sign. I think that's good. And then let's grab some table covers. That's andesite scaffolding. Do need that as well, though. And I think we can just line this room with these. Added in a little booth here in the corner and some leaves in the roof, and we should be able to fit, well, I used all the table covers, so 36 different tree schematics in here, which I think I have less than that, so that's good, but I will probably get more eventually. We'll see. I do eventually want to set up a custom, like, request thing as well for trees, and I have these left over, so I'll just throw those on there. But I do want to set up a custom request for people if they want some custom-made trees for certain areas, or, well, kinds that I don't have. But for now, I need to go and compile a bunch of albums of the trees I do have. Okay, that took, well, far longer than I thought, as I had to go and compile all of my custom trees that I made on the server into create schematics, and it took a while. I also spent the time to make Axiom and Limatica schematics of them, and I've uploaded those to all of my supporters through my Discord. So if you support me on Twitch, Patreon, or YouTube, you will have access to these and just need to link your account, and you will find a chat with all of my tree schematics in the Discord, even a few ones that I'm not selling on the server. Anyways, if we step on inside, I've done a little price list here on the side where a small tree costs 6, medium 12, and large 24, massive maybe 48. We'll see about that if I even make any. Then if you want to bulk order or custom order, you can talk to me and we can probably sort something out. Then in the showroom here, we've done our oak trees. I've gotten pictures of all of them and I've just labeled them at the bottom. Same with the birch, spruce tree, and azalea straights, and all of these trees. Then if we step on in here, bunch of schematics. There's probably a smarter way to do this, but in the corner you can clearly see which one it is. We probably have to reorganize this, but for now it works, and that's the important part. It works. And well, this guy will come soon because we have this one. Yay! Listen, it's fine.
What is that?
Hello?
Got like a little walkway on it. Hello? Hey, Stan! Oh my gosh, you're
Hi.
Steve.
I'm Steve.
You're Steve.
Oh, not for me.
That's hilarious.
I am Steve.
I did the interior of the shop, but there's a wall in it now.
Wasn't there a wall in it before?
There was, but I tore it down. I tore the wall down and built the whole interior here.
I was like, why is there
so
like
funny.
half an interior now?
I don't know what happened. That's really weird.
Oh wait, you didn't build it back?
No.
Oh wait, what?
I wonder if maybe there was some sort of chunk error or something like that. And it
Yeah,
just
there might have
plopped it
been.
back
Yeah,
in.
because it's back here as well, I think. Oh wait, I know why. You must have
Oh, you
built it
built it.
before I schematic cannoned in the entire thing. That makes sense, actually. This is looking great, though.
Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. So there are a couple things that I'll have to fix, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Other than
sorry.
that, it's all right, dude. It's good to go.
It's looking really good. And yeah, and then we got to figure out a price.
Oh yeah, fair. I was thinking like a diamond or two per stack, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking like a diamond per stack.
All right, cool.
Well, maybe
But I
even
was
two.
Like, sometimes I'm too generous, but I'm glad
I
you're.
mean,
you're kind of the same boat.
why don't we start with 2 diamonds, and if no one sells it or buys it, we can always lower.
Okay, yeah, I like that plan.
I can probably set up the shop.
All right, man, this was great.
I enjoyed. Now we have frog lights to build with, so that's also good.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm gonna use them a lot.
Yeah, me too. But that finishes up our projects for today. We have done a lot with the first working delivery run on the server, and a shop right behind me here, and the one we built with the rollage over on this side. So thank you so very much for watching, and thank you so much to my supporters, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.